I need a couple more Christmas gifts, so I'm making a batch of apple butter. Now, I didn't grow up making apple butter, but this is a really good recipe that a friend of mine gave me a few years back, and it's the quick version. You use a jar of unsweetened applesauce instead of making it from scratch with the apples and everything. I'll do that one another day, but I'm kind of in a rush this year, so I'm going to make the quick version, and it's also the Crockpot version. So here's what I've done. I've got my Crockpot getting hot, and I've just added to it 48 ounces, which is about 6 cups of unsweetened applesauce, and 1 cup of apple cider. I've added 2.5 cups of sugar. Now, I've just tasted it, and it's a little sweet, so you might start with 2 cups of granulated sugar and a 1/2 cup of brown sugar. And then you can add a little bit more sugar as you go during the process if you want to. I added 3 tablespoons of lemon juice, which is the equivalent of 1 lemon if you happen to have a fresh lemon. I did not this morning. I forgot to get any. And then you add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of allspice, 1 teaspoon of cloves, a 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg, and just a pinch of salt. And so I've put that in my crock pot and given it a good stir, and I'm going to put the lid on it and let it cook on high for 6 hours. We're trying to reduce it so that it's thicker than what it is now. The liquid will evaporate from it. So we'll see what we have in about 6 hours. The apple butter has been cooking now for 6 hours on high in the crock pot. And after about 3 hours, I tilted the lid so that it's open, and it has started cooking down already. I do believe it's ready now. I'm going to go ahead and let it cook for maybe 30 minutes or more. And I'm going to get my boiling water bath pot heated up, and I'm going to go ahead and jar it up. And I have to get my jars sterilized, so I'm going to turn the burner under those as well. So the jars are now sterilized, and the water's boiling in the boiling water bath. So I'm going to move the crock pot a little bit closer and go ahead and put the apple butter in the jars. And I'm going to drop my lids in into the boiling water so they'll be ready when I need them, which is going to be short. This smells wonderful. And it tastes really good too. Okay, so I'm going to wipe my rims. I'm out of jelly jars, so I've got 1 jelly jar one 12-ounce jar and 1 pint. So I actually needed 3 gifts, and it looks like that's exactly what I have. Normally I would double this batch, but I was almost out of jars, so I didn't double it this time. And into the boiling water bath we go. So we have 3 different size jars that they're all going to go into the boiling water bath together. Apple butter I do like jam, and I do the boiling water bath for 10 minutes. As soon as the water comes back to a boil, which should be just shortly because everything was boiling, and then I'll start the timing for 10 minutes. Okay, here we go. We have 3 jars of really nice looking apple butter. Thanks for stopping by.